Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, here's a weigh-in reaction to a very anticipated heavyweight fight, prize fight this Saturday. One of the best fights that has been made this year, regardless of promotional affiliation. It's the rescheduled bout between Danny Dubois and Joyce, two heavyweight contenders looking to make a name for themselves, not just being contenders, but also knocking on the door of the top heavyweights of the division. These guys are about contendership level, trying to get to that next level of trying to challenge the elites of the heavyweight division, which is Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. You could also include Wilder in there as well. It's a good fight. You know, people are very excited about this fight, and rightfully so. You know, you got two big, strong, heavy punchers. Both are seek and destroy guys. Both have different styles, but you know the goal is the same. They go in there and they try to do demolition jobs. They try to destroy their opponents. Joyce, I'm not the biggest fan. You know, he's got a lot of flaws as a fighter, but he does have a lot of strengths. His strengths is that he's in great condition. You know, he's a tank. He's got a hell of a freaking gas tank. You know, he's got great stamina for heavyweight. Throws a lot of punches. He's very strong, very physical, and he's still relatively fresh for even though he's 33 years of age. And he's been in the game a lot longer than Dubois. The amateur pedigree. People say he deserved a gold medal. And he, as a professional, he's had more impressive wins, at least in terms of the comparisons of both guys' resumes. Dubois hasn't even fought a former world champion yet. I don't believe so. He's fought guys that have challenged for world titles, guys that have been undefeated prospects, but he has yet to fight a veteran former world title challenger or former world champion, which Joyce has done. He's fought Berman Stavern, he's fought Bryant Jennings, he's fought, you know, type of guys like that, Ustinov. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're not going to pick any of those guys to beat a Danny Dubois. Look, they wouldn't have made this fight if they didn't think Dubois was going to win. The books have Dubois as high as a 4-1, 5-1 favorite. And the reason for that being is because he's the better boxer. He's sharper, he's faster with his punches, he executes his punches better, and he has a more compact style, where Joyce, he's in your face, he's a big target, he's slow, and he's been steamrolled before in the amateurs. Sergey Kuzmin knocked him out in less than 60 seconds. You know, so he's been stopped before. The question is, will he be able to take that firepower early at this stage of his career against a Dubois who's really going to go in there and try to do a job on him? You know, the narrative seems the same. A lot of people feel that Dubois' best chance is to win this fight early, steamroll Joyce, which has happened in the past before. And that's going to be the goal. I mean, he's a big target. Try to catch him early, try to catch him while he's cold, and make sure he doesn't get warmed up. Because if Joyce gets warmed up in this fight, it could spell danger for Danny Dubois. Because there's a lot of questions about Dubois, for sure. Can he go 12 rounds? Can he take a big, strong heavyweight that's not... Is he going to get used to, you know, hitting a guy and the guy's not going to go anywhere? Is he going to get taken to the deep waters? You know, Joyce's goal is to use his strength, which is his conditioning, make sure he gets into the later rounds, tries to wear out the younger man, because the younger man doesn't have the experience in long distance fights. Joyce has been in those type of fights. He's gone the distance. He's been in some rough physical long distance fights like with Jennings, and Dubois has yet to been tested. So that area is where it's interesting. If Joyce can take the firepower early, if he can get it past 4 or 5 rounds, what happens? Will Joyce's gas tank take over? Will his superior conditioning take over? Because we have yet to see Dubois tested in the deep waters. Can he swim with the sharks? That's the big question. It's a lot of value betting on Joyce in this fight. I mean, he's a very significant underdog, and it has to be for a reason. He shouldn't be that big of an underdog against a guy who is relatively untested, but he does look the goods, man. And Frank Warren knows what he's doing. They made this fight to really big up Dubois because they feel he's the future of the heavyweight division. If Dubois is the goods, he will knock out Joyce within 4 rounds because he's too big of a target. He's there to be hit. He's there to be, taken. He's going to be in your face. And let's see if Dubois can back him up and stop him early, because if it's a long distance fight, it could spell danger. I mean, Joyce is very physical, and he's very he keeps coming. He throws a lot of punches, and even though he's slow, he still has good feet. He still has a great gas tank. He can take a punch, and he's got good power in both hands. And he's a big man. He's still a dangerous, man. Even at 33, even though he's much older, he's still relatively fresh. And Dubois is finally going to get his first test. We're going to see how good Dubois is, because Joyce is a handful for any heavyweight out there. Any heavyweight out there. Even though I feel he loses at the top level, he's still a handful against any heavyweight out there. You got to be at your best. You got to be in shape to fight this guy. Because if you can't put him out of there, he's going to keep coming for 10, 12 rounds in your face, trying to throw haymakers and sledgehammers at you. So it's never comfortable fighting a Joyce type of opponent. You got to be in shape. You got to be in condition. You got to be prepared. And you got to be prepared to go the long distance into the deep waters. So both guys are in good shape. I expect a hell of a fight. I expect Daniel Dubois to win the fight, but I won't be surprised if Joyce can pull off a knockout upset victory. But I gotta go with my man Dubois. He's sharper. He's the better boxer. They feel he has the more potential. I believe so too. I think he has more of a higher ceiling than Joyce. Joyce, can he win a world title at heavyweight? I don't believe so. I can't. He's too slow to beat Tyson Fury. He's too big of a target to withstand the onslaught that Joshua could possibly put on him. Maybe Andrew Ruiz could possibly stop him. Deontay Wilder could land a big shot and knock him out. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think of what goes down this Saturday. Joyce versus Daniel Dubois. I got Dubois stopping Joyce within 5 rounds. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.